Hey man, sorry for delay on the footage. Let's go and break this down and figure out what you can focus on for your upcoming trip. Alright, so we're seeing some leaning onto the toe edge, nice lean turn, good swap into a heel edge position, good driving through power, a little bit of scuff, but it's choppy, slope, so as to be expected. Let me turn the sound on. Yeah, so noticing something there on the carving, let's just go and watch this whole video through, and then we'll go and break it down frame for frame and see what we can notice. What I'm noticing though is, see how every single time you transfer to your toe edge, you're pushing your hips out. So you're going into your squatted heel edge position, then going to a very hip push forward toe edge position. This is giving you a really big back and forth motion. Could just be when you're carving, so we'll watch through and see if you're doing it on the 360s. But the reason why this is problematic is, while you have such a big weight shift and change in body dynamics, you're going to be pushing your legs really far away from you. So see here how you're in the squatted position, leaned over, hinging your hips, and now watch as you go and push your legs through. See how much that's making your board transfer? You're now also losing all the bending your legs. You don't have any more bending your legs, any more bending your torso, and this is making it so you're lightweight here. You don't have any room, range of motion to go and put traction and force into your snowboard. So that's making it so as you transition, you're getting this little bit of scuff, and now you can't go and use your body dynamics. You don't have any bend in your legs, so you can't go and increase toe pressure, you can't push your knees forward, you can't shift your weight, and that's making it so in order to get on your toe edge, you're leaning forward. So leaning, leaning, leaning. Now you're in this lean forward toe edge position. What works, but it gives you that whole moment of unbalanced. Instead of starting with an edge, then adding lean to increase it, the lean is the thing that's going and starting the edge. And you're even doing it on like steep transitions like this. So heel edge, heel edge, heel edge. See how your hips are hinged, your legs are bent, upper body's over. Then as you go onto your toe edge, pushing your hips all the way back. So now you're in a straight body position. So you're completely changing the hinge in your hips, the angle in your body, and the extension in your legs on every single turn. And that's a massive motion, and that's going to make it really tricky. Same thing here. So this is how you go and carve, and this is going to be a big reason why you're feeling a lack of control and power. We'll go and tackle how to fix that, but first let's go and just finish the video, because this is going to be something that we can definitely fix, and you're actually going to be really surprised at how easy and simple the fix is and how much it's going to just really increase your control and traction on the slope. Because your heel edge position, money heel edge position. And your toe edge position like that is a good position for a toe edge, but it's not aggressive, it's not a fast, it's not a reactive position. See how as you're leaning forward, your head's now all the way over here, you're rounding your spine, your weight is set all the way over this way. Let's just go and imagine hitting a bump or something right at this point in the transition. You're boned. Like, on anything but a groomer like this technique won't work. So we want to go and develop a much more strong, powerful technique for you to use. All right, into a frontside 360s. So yeah, this is exactly why I wanted to wait for a frontside 360. See how when you're going and doing your edge transfer, sorry, I don't have a good standing position. You're doing your toe edge position of leaning this way. Now your weight's all the way over here. So as you go and transition to your heel edge, you need to do that massive shift. And this does not work in freestyle at all. And because you're doing a massive shift, leaning one way to the other, leaning toe edge, leaning off to your heel edge, you're now slide slipping crazy. You're now leaning back. You're not stacked over your board. And we can see that your board's pre-turning. I can already tell that there's going to be a lot of issues with this frontside 360. Pop's pretty good. Spot's decent. Yeah, if we clean up this takeoff, this is going to work so much better for you. So I guess we need to address this turning principle first. I'll make it big. My hip just sort of seized on me, so I can't demo this as cleanly as I normally would for you, but it should be good enough. So how we want to think about edge catching, sorry about the fit by the way, I'm just pajamas up. Think about, instead of going from like your heel edge position like this, pushing to your toe edge like this, instead all we need to do is find our first toe edge position. So stand straight, take your hands here, pull your hips back, then add bend into your legs until you feel the weight on the balls of your feet without your toes going over. This is going to have a slight hinge in my upper body, slight bend in my legs. This is your stack position. This position holds toe pressure. From here, we can increase toe pressure by going and squatting down into it, pushing off of it. Because our weight's set over the balls of our feet, all of our up and down motion is going to increase that pressure.
But the biggest thing I want you to notice here is from this position to get to our heel edge, all we need to do is kick our hips back, 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 until you feel your weight shift to your heels. Now when I want to shift my weight to my toes, forward, 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 now my weight's on my toes. So we can transition edges just like this. So how carving actually works is heel edge, toe edge, now initiate. Heel edge, set that edge, now initiate the turn, now initiate leaning. Toe edge, set that edge, now initiate the turn, now initiate the leaning. And that's how we want to do it. So heel edge position, toe edge position. Heel edge, toe edge. And we want to swap like that into a different edge posture before switching. Because what you're doing right now is heel edge position, toe edge position, heel edge position, toe edge position. And because you're needing leaning now, because you're extending, it's getting you sort of like this, and that's why you're so unbalanced, and that's why it's not working for the jump. So when focusing on the actual jump in run, what I need you to do, and this is going to be the main thing, and then we'll go and get into the nitty-gritty of actual jump details, but I want you to be coming into the jump, toe edge position, making your toe edge as similar to your heel edge position as possible. So toe edge position like this. Now we're doing our setup carve. Now we go onto our heel edge position. Look at how much space I have in my midriff. Now, after I'm on my heel edge, I take my arms and I wind them up. And now I can go and snap the spin. So that's how it works. Toe edge position, heel edge position, wind up, snap. That's going to delay your wind up. That's going to delay everything. And it's going to make you way more controlled getting to these positions. So with that in mind, let's go and break this down. So for this position, okay, first actually let's break down the trick itself. So for the toe edge, so we need to make it so your hips are not over your toe edge, your knees aren't over your toes. Instead, add that bend, add that posture we're talking about, so you're coming to the toe edge in a lot more similar position to your heel edge position. Then when you shift to your heel edge, you'll be able to remove this whole pocket of transition right here. The next thing I'll note is you're too early on your heels. We want to be like in this position over here. And because you're doing this position, look at how tall you are. We want your hips fully back, your upper body fully forward at this point over here. Then when you go and hit this wind up here, so keep mental note this wind up. First thing I'll note is hip should be a little bit further back, upper body a little bit further forward. If you're struggling with that range of motion, shift the hips back a little bit more. But we want to make it so you, at every point, you're a lot more similar to this position. So that way you're not fighting to get into that position as you're winding up. Then your issue is you're winding up too soon, and as you're winding up, you don't have that edge in place, so it starts your board rotating. So we need to make sure that your board is staying angled this way, so you're coming in, carve, 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 transition like that. Not carve, 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 transition like that, right? That's not going to give you power, that's not going to give you control. We need to smooth out that transition, elongate it, giving us more range of motion to play with, and cleaning up the setup card is the best way to do this. For your actual snap, a little bit early, see how you need to hold your positioning a little bit. Also a little bit too much extension, see how your legs are fully extending, your torso is fully extending. This is going to set your rotation over your heels. And you're over snapping a little bit, see how your chest is rotated more than 90 degrees. This also has to do with pre-spin. That's just going to make it really hard to stay balanced over the balls of feet. But you do a pretty good job controlling that, but that's why you're unbalanced. Okay, we're going to end this looking at one of my frontside 360s, and then I'll send you a couple videos that are also relevant. So first things first, notice how my toe edge position, hinge forward, hips back, almost like my heel edge position, not super exaggerated, but I'm hitting the same principles. Then I'm maintaining toe pressure, toe pressure, toe pressure, all the way until I get to the spoon of the jump. Then I start transitioning through my edges, so I'm flat base as the jump starts going uphill. And from this position, look at how easy it is for me to go and shift from my toe edge. So toe edge position, heel edge position. Look at how subtle, look at how smooth that is. That's what we're trying to get, and that's what you need to train. Train that on the slope before taking it to the jump, because the more we can get this simple, the better. Then once I'm on my heels, only then do I wind up my arms. Then I go and make sure to maintain pulling my hips back, upper body forward, so I can keep heel pressure without needing to lean, while increasing my range of motion. Keeping my upper body over here will also give me more range of motion to pop with. Then as I pop my spin, I'm making sure to not fully extend my legs or fully extend my torso. Look at how bent forward my torso is, maintaining that same hinge the whole way. This is keeping my center of balance up and over the balls of my feet. So as I go and rotate through, I'm able to go and stay balanced and come into a landing on the correct edge. Then from there, as I'm rotating the spin, notice how my chest isn't rotated more than 90 degrees. This lets me keep my spot forward. So I can, from this point, just go and float it into the landing, finishing with all control. So what you need to do is get a toe edge position that's much more similar to a heel edge position. Skip that transition that you do from the toe edge to heel edge, just making so it's a slight shift in the hips. Then go and delay your setup carve and delay your wind up, so you're only getting on your heel edge once you're past the spin of a jump. Then you wind up your arms, and that should hopefully make it so you have enough range of motion to snap and not over rotate your upper body. And when we're doing this, let's try to maintain a bit of bend of the legs and making sure that we keep hinge on our upper body. And if you do all that, it should be laced for you. And yeah, I'll send you some videos that will help you go and really fully understand this.